everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Susie from Threadquarters. Today I am going to be talking about a personal challenge that I'm going to do this September that I have mentioned before on my post, finishing off my UFOs. And if you want to join in the challenge, then keep watching to hear a little bit more about it, and hopefully we can all join in together. So first of all, I just want to say, sorry I did disappear for a little while there. There was a little gap. I went on another little holiday with my family and I had pre-recorded 2 videos that I had hoped were going to go up while I was away, but I was editing them and I wasn't happy with them, so I just had to scrap them and not have anything go up on my channel. So I'm sorry about that if you were thinking, hey, she just said she was coming back and now there's a big gap. That is why. I only want to put up a video if I'm really happy with it, so it was just too waffly, not getting to the point, and I just didn't like the format I had done for it, so I'm going to refilm those at some point and hopefully get those up for you soon. It was about picking your first sewing pattern. So anyway, I am back today with a fun challenge. I know you guys know that I've been planning on doing this. September is coming up soon, and we had agreed on my previous video, the ones, my confessions of a sewist, having UFOs, unfinished objects. So I'm going to talk through some of the projects that I've picked out of my huge pile of UFOs. If you haven't seen my huge pile of UFOs, I'll link below to my confessions video and you can check those out and see how many I have. I have a lot. So there's no way I can finish them all in September, but I'm going to try my best to knuckle down and get as many of them finished as possible. And I'm really quite excited about it because I love all of these projects that I have started. I wouldn't have started them unless I was really excited about making them. But as I said, other things popped up that I had to do. For example, if I had a post for a fabric shop, you know, that gets priority and I have to bump my other sewing down. So I've been trying to come up with a hashtag for this challenge, something catchy and fun, not too long-winded. Actually really hard to do this, and even I had one of my lovely viewers, Melissa, she emailed me with a huge pile of hashtags, but she also agreed that it was really hard to come up with a really good one. So thank you so much, Melissa, for taking the time to do that. I really appreciated that. That was so sweet of you. But I've come up with one that slightly controversial maybe. If you don't like any kind of cursing or swearing, you won't like this, but it popped into my head and made me laugh, so I went, oh, I'm just gonna go for it. So it's Hell No UFO! If you know Coyote Ugly, you'll know the reference to that. So that's a embarrassing confession as well, as I really like that movie. But anyway, so yeah, so it's Hell No UFO. And we can all join in and say no to having UFOs. Oh, I sound so corny. Whatever. Anyway, let's get on to which UFOs I have decided to tackle. And I'm gonna talk them through probably in the order that I'll try and tackle them. We'll see. Can you see this pile of folders here? These are my project folders. Again, I think I talked them through in the confessions video, but I'll put a link below to the folders that I buy them off Amazon, and they're really handy for keeping all your notions and patterns and fabric together for each project. Really good, but they're taking up too much space in my tiny sewing room, so I need to finish them and clear them away. Okay, so you will definitely recognize a lot of them because as I know a lot of you are waiting with bated breath, not really, for my spring capsule wardrobe that I was going to be making a beautiful linen Romana coat and all these lovely things. No, it didn't happen. I'm really sorry, guys. other things came up and they got pushed aside. There was a couple of projects in my in that capsule that I wasn't completely in love with, so I didn't have that huge spur to finish them off. So that's why why it never really got done. So it's just not going to happen. So please don't be waiting for that anymore. But I will finish off the projects that I have started with it. I do still want to make that linen into the Romana coat. It's just getting the time. I seem to not have a lot of sewing time, so I'm so much more drawn to sort of quick fixes, you know, instant gratification projects, which is starting to get to me a little bit as well. So hopefully I'll sort of put aside a little bit more time to do more in-depth projects as well. So anyway, so this is one of the ones from the spring capsule, and it is, I mean, it's just so cute. Oh, there goes a button. It is my Swimmers Beatrix top. So that is how far I've got. Like that. So I need to put the sleeves in, the neck facing, the button placket. I think I stopped doing this because I ran out of interfacing to do the other side of the button placket. I think that's what happened. Yeah. So, it's probably not particularly suitable for coming into autumn, but it would be great to just finish it off, and it's really cute. I suppose I could layer it up and it'd be okay. But the point is that I want to get it finished and ticked off. So that's that, okay? And I have these like multicolored sort of yellow and pink plasticky buttons I might use. They're quite cheapy, so I might not. But they are the right sort of colour, and they're all over my floor. Pick them up later. So that's that one. Okay. Then I've got this one is just completely cut out, and it is the Melilo by Deer and Doe, and it is using up fabric that I had left over from a Satisfaction post that I did. So this is beautiful fabric that was gifted to me from Satisfaction, and it is like, I can't remember what she called it, but it's like this, it's all still pinned to the pattern pieces. It's this lovely cotton lawn, sort of watercoloured but on a dark background, so actually that will be really nice coming into autumn. Again, maybe layered with a cardi or something like that. And it's the long sleeve version, because that's the sleeve piece is there. Everything's cut out, nothing's started. I haven't started to sew any of it yet, so that will be a little bit more involved because obviously it's a shirt. It's got buttonholes. I'm sort of over my sewing machine with buttonholes, guys. It's just not doing it for me. So I don't know what to do, but I can't afford to buy another sewing machine, so I just have to be creative with my buttonhole situation. Right, next one. Yes, this, you've definitely saw this one in the confessions one. I have two projects in here. The main one being, see if I can find it, so all scrumpled up because I haven't opened it up probably since I filmed that video. So this is the Sew Over It Pussy Bow blouse in really lovely crepe with little cocktails over it. So again, this will be perfect coming in to party season at Christmas time, going out for a few drinks. I could wear this and it'd be really cute. So you can see I've got the tie on, but I need to hand stitch that down. I don't know whether the instructions say to hand stitch it, but that's a personal preference. I like the finish of a hand stitch. It's all done with French seaming here, so I still have to put the sleeves in and obviously hem it, but not too much to do with that. Also in here I have an Ogden in this. This is also remnant. If you haven't heard of the Ogden cami, it's just a really simple camisole pattern that you can squeak out of leftover fabric. It's so good, especially if you do your facings in a different a different contrasting fabric, you know, or not contrasting, but you know, fabric that will not be too noticeable, put it that way. So this one, I had made the Akinori dress out of this fabric, and again I had enough left over to squeak out an Ogden, and again love that colour, so that'll be a really nice layering piece, especially since it has black details with the blue, so you could definitely pair it with black, which would be good. So I have that, or all of those. This one is a recently cut out one that I thought I would get finished sooner than I did. It is the Jennifer Lauren gable top, but with my own tweaks to it. That's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's like my favourite make ever. I love this top, so I knew I had to make more. This is from absolutely beautiful art gallery fabric, so I have done the shoulder seams. That's the only sewing I have done of this so far. So but it's really quick make. I have overlocked around all the edges because that's just the way I like to do it, because I'm going to be doing the curved hem. So again, yes, I'm going to do a couple of split hem and curved hem tutorials for you guys, because you did say after my Mandy Boat Tea video you said you did want to see one, so I will get that done soon once I get back into the swing of filming things. So anyway, yeah, I'll do that one. That should be really quick, and again it's quite nice dark colours, so I think that's quite autumnal for me. I'm not a brown and goldeny coloured girl, it's just not my colouring, whereas I think that's sort of autumn for me, so that's quite exciting to get that done. That, again, as I say, it won't take too long, so I think I should be able to finish that. Now we're sort of getting into the realms of, like, you're not going to get all of these finished, but I'll show you them and let's see if I can, okay? So this one I have had cut out for over a year. Yeah, I have, and I did mention it over a year ago as something I was planning on making. It is the Cheyenne tunic by Hey June, and it is that version that's being shown there with the half buttoned placket. Oh, buttonholes. I think these buttonholes will probably be fake ones, because I think you could probably make it just go over your head. And I'm trying to find a piece of the fabric to show you. Everything's cut out and interfaced, I see, but not, no sewing has been done. And it's this absolutely beautiful double gauze Japanese fabric. It's not Nani Iro. I bought it from Miss Matatabi, but it's not Nani Iro, but it's beautiful, beautiful fabric. And again, with that dark background, really perfect for autumn for me. So I really want to get that one done, actually, so that might come before one of the other ones. But again, it's a bit more involved than, say, an Ogden cami or the jersey top. Okay, and then this one, again, I really want to get this done for Christmas party time. Not that I go to a lot of Christmas parties, but if I am going out, my birthday's coming up as well, and I know there's a few other friends have birthdays this time of year, so there's a bit more opportunity to go out for a couple of drinks, and I have very few nice tops to wear for that, so this will fill a bit of that hole. And it is this pattern here, which is the Rachel Comey Vogue 1247 pattern, the top. I've made it one time before, I really loved it. And I always had plans on making it again, so I had it cut out here. It just has, again, no sewing has been done, but it has been cut out in the coolest, again, it's crushed to death, crepe fabric that is like a solar system but on a white background rather than black, so the planets and stars and things like that's really cute. And I have lengthened the pieces. You can see my little additional bits here, because the pattern does come up quite short, and I think I also have raised the neckline a bit because it's a bit too low. So I hope that those alterations work out. And that is a tricky one because everything, all those seams are pretty much cut on the bias, and I'm going to French seam it all, maybe, as much as I can. And then also the neck is done with self bias binding, and again it's really tricky, so I might spray that with spray starch or something. I haven't tried that yet, so I'd like to try that out. And then finally, I don't think I'll get around to finishing these, but at the same time I really need to, and it is a pair of ginger jeans. And I am at the fitting stage of the jeans. See, there we go. I even have the leftover swimmer fabric as my facing for the waistband, and also my pockets, which is just super cute. And I have done, you know, I've done a fair bit of top stitching and all of that, but the sides and, yeah, both the outsides and the inside seams are just basted in place to fit. And they did fit quite well, but they're too big for me, so I have to take it in everywhere because this fabric that I have ended up using is super stretchy, so I just know I'm going to end up with a baggy bum and baggy knees if I leave it as is. So that needs to be fixed. And the reason why I say I really should get on with finishing them is because I'm running out of jeans and trousers to wear. My wardrobe, my ready-to-wear jeans are all ripping at the same time and needing repaired, and my repairs are not very good, which I need to work on. And I am obviously doing the ready-to-wear fast, where I'm not buying any new clothes. I'm making things I need, so I need trousers badly, so maybe that needs to go up to the top of the list. Anyway, so there you go guys, that's a lot of UFOs to try and get finished. Are you going to get on board with me with the Hell No UFO month? If so, let me know. Find me on Instagram. Here's my handle here. I will try and share. I will announce it on Instagram as well. It starts from the 1st of September until the end of September. Basically just try and get through those UFOs and get them done and ticked off the list and off your conscience. Although someone said if it's been sitting there for over a year, maybe there's just not the love there for it. That's fair enough. If you have maybe started it and you've grown out of love with it, then maybe just leave it behind and move on to something else that you'd rather work on. Donate it to someone else that maybe would like to tackle it, or else try and get the fabric recycled in some way, or else see if you can maybe use the fabric for something else. So that's another way of attacking your UFO pile as well. So yeah, if you're joining me, let me know on Instagram, let me know down in the comments below. I really can't wait to see how many of these UFOs we can get through. I did think about trying to get different companies involved to like sponsor this challenge, but then I sort of thought that would defeat the purpose as well. We're trying to get through our projects, not get more projects on board. So this is just a personal project for each and every one of you. It's certainly not a competition. It's just to make you feel better about those UFOs that are hiding in the corner of your sewing space. I certainly know I will feel better when I get through some of these, and also I'm going to have these lovely clothes to be able to wear, so that's an incentive in itself. So I'm also going to just chat to you about this behind me. I'm more than sure I will get some comments on it if I hadn't mentioned it, so I could take this off the wall, it's not really connected. This is my inspiration corkboard, and I don't know if I've never really chatted to you about it before, but this is how I like to visualize my sewing plans. So some of these down here, these are part of my Make 9s, ignore them. But up here I have drawn a lot of my UFOs. I didn't include, that's a UFO, but I haven't included that one in what I'm going to get done, nor that one. But there's my little cocktail Ogden cami. That's one I haven't included. There's my pussy bow blouse in the cocktail thing. Again, I haven't included that one. There's my swimmer's Beatrix top, my Cheyenne tunic. That's something that I'm going to be making up soon for a special project, so I will share that down the line. There is my Vogue Rachel Comey top. I don't have a scrap for it. That is my Melilo. Actually, it should be long sleeves. There's my ginger jeans, and there's my little Ogden cami. I just really, this is how my brain works. I can't just write a list. It doesn't give me enough incentive or make me realize how much I need to get done. I have to see it visually, and personally I have tried colouring in these diagrams without the fabric scraps, you know, just having it coloured in, and my colouring in is rubbish. So I've decided, I just have started this year actually just leaving them blank and then having the fabric I am working with behind, or you know, attached to it. And it really helps and motivates me, so maybe something, some food for thought for you guys as well. So yeah, and I just keep that hanging up in my sewing space, so it's always there and I can go, right. And then when I've done it, I don't have a system for what I do with it. I need to work on something, maybe like a nice folder. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do when I've ticked it off with a nice little, stick it in like a little notebook with the, I should do that. I just don't have time to do that, but that's what I should do. That would be nice. And then attach the thing and write it up properly. Yeah. I used to keep my bullet journal and draw the things in there as well. It just takes too long. I haven't been able to do that recently, so that's what I've done instead. And I quite like that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please remember, if you did enjoy, please do give me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to join in with my the challenge or see future videos, please do subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down there. Also hit the bell button. You'll get a notification when a new video comes up. The plan is to try and upload videos every Saturday if I can. I'm not going to be able to do it every Saturday, but I'll try my best to do it. And yeah, see you guys soon. Bye.